being on campus walking around, I was like, I belong here for sure. It just had that vibe that kind of drew me in. It's very relaxing. But also I noticed that like people hustle here. Like everyone has a hustle, has gig going on, people work hard. Um, and they're also willing to collaborate with you if you're willing to collaborate with them. So I respected that mindset for sure. And there's a lot of people to look up to that have done great things out here. So I feel like if they could do it, if they could succeed out here, then so can I. So yeah, that's why I love Los Angeles.
That's what I was going to ask you too. Like, if how do you feel if someone was to take the opportunity and move to LA and try to fulfill their dream? Do you think, especially if they put in the work, do you think it would be easy for them, or it's a struggle?
Will it be easy for them to
Yeah, like
get
for
to?
anyone that's trying to chase their dream and they move to LA, because we all know LA is the city, the state, whatever.
Yeah,
California, period. Like you go there and you go to LA, you know, if you're a grinder and you have something going on and you try to make it in the industry, like do you feel that it would be easy for them to get in the industry, or it still would be hard and it's like I could have stayed where I was and just worked my ass off type thing?
you definitely have to feel it. You have to feel like you have to know this is a place for you, not just because like, oh, like I see everyone going out there, so let me go out there too. Like, no, what is your reasoning behind it? Um,
Mm,
for me, it was hard getting here. Like this was the hardest summer and really the first half, first quarter, second quarter of 2023 was really challenging for me
mm,
emotionally. Just I convinced my parents really to come out here and just I had their support, but it was really just me trying to prove to them, to myself that I could do it, that I could save up for it, that I
yeah,
wanted it, that I wanted to be out here, that I could like not just come out here because anyone can fly out here, of course, and visit, but like be able to sustain myself out here as well and live on my own. So yeah, that's a completely different story and struggle, but if you are someone that is self-motivated and you feel led by God, because that's what I was led by to come out here, then do it. But wherever you are, you can also build your own you can build your own empire wherever you are too. Like where I'm from in the Dallas area, right? Like I took advantage of as many opportunities as I could. I did like a modeling and talent online program while I was there and got like a little portfolio going with that and did like an audition while I was out there and I'm like, oh, okay, this is a little market. So it's like it's not about where you go, it's like where you're at kind of. So I wasn't like chasing LA like, oh, that's the place to be, like, I was still making it happen where I was. So if you can make it happen where you are until you get to where you want to be. And
on a,
even yeah,
mm-hmm.
even when you get there, you still gotta
That's what I think. If you ain't got nothing going on like that, is LA expensive to live?
absolutely it's expensive to live in. Like my school is USC, so they call it University of Spoiled Children, aka. Yeah, it is an expensive city to live in. But that doesn't deter people from coming out here. That didn't deter
Right.
me. That did not deter me from coming out here. I had so many people ask me that too. Like, isn't that like really expensive? And I'm like, yeah, but I'm covered. I'm,
Period.
I'll be all right. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's where I want to be.
It was definitely your calling. We already know that from when you was trying to look into another school.
Right,
God said, this one.
right.
What challenges have you faced as a podcaster and digital creator starting out, and how have you overcome them?
Starting out, definitely the self doubt and not knowing, like, not really liking my my voice, trying to find my style, my sound, and not thinking that I didn't really have the right equipment. So I was like, oh, I have to buy a nice camera and the lighting setup and, like be in a studio. I really didn't need all of that. I just saw like an Instagram reel of a guy saying, like, you waiting for the right camera, the most expensive lighting. Meanwhile, there's people with footprints on their walls doing better than you and already getting started, so just use what you have. So, yeah, I was just, that was probably the biggest hindrance was the self-doubt and making excuses really for why I wasn't ready to get started. But when I just looked around me, I was like, wait, what do I have around me? Like what tools and how can I like put my own magic into it and make it look, fly in my own way, um, and do that. And so I had access to a YouTube channel. I have access to Amazon.com. Bought a little cheap USB microphone. At the time, I had didn't have like a fancy laptop, but my sister let me use her MacBook, so I was using that. I was editing on that, and I just made it work.
I'm trying to tell you because this is my second time with a podcast. My When I first started out, I had a co-host, and baby, we was recording from our phone.
Yes, yeah. Sometimes,
We was on our phone. I had set up my ring light and put my phone in the ring light holder, and I was in my girlfriend daddy kitchen. Okay,
nothing.
for real. And then I went from there to my laptop, and I'm on my laptop now. But yeah, girl, you ain't got when you start, you could just start. Like people be thinking they need all this equipment and stuff to start. Like, no, you don't.
Yeah, you don't.
No, you don't.
You don't.
So, guys, anybody out there that's trying to start a podcast, you don't need to worry about all the expensive equipment because you see that's what the celebrities have going on. Remember, they have money; they can set themselves up like that. Okay.
Like it was just me in my room, in my house, and just in front of the window. So I had like good lighting and everything, and just using my sister's equipment.
And what do you see? You said that your podcast was auto only too. So what do you think with auto only? Like, do we need special things if we're gonna be auto only?
That's good. You definitely, if you're softer spoken like myself, definitely try to invest in a good microphone if you can. Like, you can go on Amazon and find a $20 microphone, a
Mm,
USB that you can plug into your computer. Or if you have some Apple AirPods, earbuds, you can use the speaker from that. Or if push comes to shove, use the just use your phone's audio, like just speak to your phone in a quiet room
mm-hmm.
and not too noisy, so you're not in like an airport or busy restaurant or something.
I be seeing a lot of people saying that the best place to record auto only is in the closet. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, that is true. My sister really put me on to those strategies because she also, is a content creator and has a YouTube channel that she don't want nobody to know about. But that she would like do some of her voiceovers and stuff in the closet, at home and everything, and it made a big difference because it muffles the sound out and it really allows you to focus on your sound. You could also get like these little plug-in tiny microphones that I see on TikTok a lot.
Hmm.
So yeah, if you're doing audio only, you got to make sure that sound is top tier. You don't want to be too close to the mic. Before my early episodes, you would hear me breathing, and you would just see my mouth. So cringy, but I think everyone has to go through that like cringy stage at first to figure out what is working and then what's not working, what you like, and then what you don't like.
Period. How do you envision your digital creation